everyone, it's Marion Wallace with Restoring Ghettos Forgotten, and I'm here today with it's going to be a little short, quick video because I don't have a lot of time, but I did want to shoot this short video. It's like a little short conversational piece about appreciation and encouragement, and so I'll jump right into it. But if you haven't done so already, please click and subscribe on my YouTube channel for more informative videos about real topics that matter to us every single day. So please feel free to click and subscribe. But today it's mostly about appreciating the people around us that really do sacrifice and give of themselves until they're empty. And so I think we need to appreciate those people to let them know that what they're doing is not in vain. And for me today, that happened this morning at about 2:28 a.m. That's not when I received the message, but I received it when I woke up this morning. And it was refreshing. I mean, I do get those messages based off of some of the videos that I got. But today it kind of stood out a little bit more because it came from a man. And this gentleman went on to say that he watched my video about bad breakups and how we shouldn't move on so quickly because we have some grieving to do and some healing to do. And so he went on to mention some of the things that he had went through and how he found my content very helpful and that I should continue with doing so. So for me, I want to say thank you. I know I don't know you personally. I won't mention your name or anything like that. But I do appreciate you appreciating me. Thank you so very much, because I think sometimes, you know, we just don't feel like we're making much of a difference. Because with all the stuff that's out there nowadays, and I'm not on here to get famous or anything like that, or to get so much notoriety, but it's good every once in a while when people say thank you, you know, I like your content, thank you for encouraging me. It feels good. But I know that that's hard to do on YouTube and on social media altogether because everybody's so into the superficial levels of social media, which means if it's not about hair, if it's not about makeup, if it's not about luxury items, if it's not about gossip, then you're not going to be that popular, to be honest. Well, a lot of us are not going to be that popular because some people have found their niche in it, but I'm not really in this to find my niche. I'm in it to share God's word and encouragement through wisdom and knowledge and understanding that God has placed inside of me. So that's why I'm here. And a lot of my topics people don't really want to think about because a lot of us don't want to fix some of the stuff that we try to hide inside. So I'm perfectly fine with my channel not being really popular. If I can help one or two people, one person really, then I've done my part. Then I know that I am walking in my purpose. So that's what this is all about. But it feels so good to be appreciated. So that's what this video is like. Hey, I appreciate you for appreciating me. So thank you for that. And I'm going to go on to just encouraging other people during this time of need. I know a lot of what you see while you're on social media, you see a lot of glitz and you see a lot of glam, especially if you follow the stars. And I'm not saying that that's not good to see, because we need to see some of that, but don't make that all you look at, because then you start looking at life from a certain perspective that's not really reality, because there's only a few people that live those glamorous, extravagant, luxurious lifestyles. But for the majority of people, we live normal, everyday lives. And they're not going to always match up to your reality. And before you know it, if it's not matching up, it could affect your mental health. It really could. So that's why I try to make sure I limit my time on social media, because I try to limit what I put inside my psyche. It's very important that we're aware of some of the stuff that we're putting inside of our psyche. So make sure you don't watch that much, and never ever compare your life with short lifetime reels of people's lives, because it's like they're gonna give you a glimpse of all the good stuff, but they're never gonna show you some of the other stuff that they go through to make them human. They're just gonna show all the good things, or what they think are the good things, and then so that's unequal and it's unreal, it's unrealistic. So that's why I believe social media, most of it is very unhealthy, especially for our teens. It really is. And it's even unhealthy for us adults. if we're honest with ourselves. So I just encourage people to kind of limit it a little bit. I'm not saying come off of it all together, but always make sure you understand real life from fake. And a lot of the stuff on social media is very fake because you don't get to see the whole picture. You only see in the most glamorous parts. And then so that could be toxic in a way, because especially if you're looking at your life and you say, this ain't looking like that, what's wrong with me, what's wrong with my life? And then people start getting depressed. And I'm going somewhere here. There was one young lady, she's a TikToker. Well, she was a TikToker, but she had children. She committed suicide not that long ago. I don't really know the whole story, but she was so beautiful and she had these beautiful children. And I think they had expressed on social media that she had been dealing with depression for a while. And depression is real, you guys. It really is. And it just doesn't go away. We have to get help for that depression and we have to fix it. And I think that if we are going through some type of mental health issues or concerns, the last thing we need to be is on social media. I really don't think we need to be on social media, because that could be where some of the comparisons may come in and make you even more depressed. So I think that we need to really be cautious of that. And I'm not saying that's what happened with her, but she had made a comment about it was so hard being a single mom. And hey, I can agree. It's extremely hard being a single mom when the father's not involved, the father's family's not involved, nobody's involved. So you're doing everything alone. That alone can be a mental strain on you. So I can agree. Times for me at sometimes got really hard and tight. But taking my life, I can't say that it ever crossed my mind because, well, not in that aspect of being a mother. Because I knew my children didn't have anybody to depend on. So I feel like you can't leave this life, this world, because who are they gonna have? So if it ever got that tough for me, I think that I would immediately go away from it, because I know that my children needed me and I'm all they had, other than God, of course. And so that young lady had to be in a really, really dismal situation to not rationalize it. And my heart goes out to her, and I pray for her salvation. I pray that, she's at peace now. And I pray that those children go to somebody that actually loves, that's going to love them and cover them and nurture them and provide for them, and not treat them like a burden, but be there, be real parents. So I pray that for that young lady's children, because the kids deserve to have love and to have a stable life. And so I'm saying all this. I'm saying all this because it's extremely important for us to protect our mental health. And it's always good for us to know ourselves and know our limitations and be real about it. And that's why I limit my time on social media, because I don't want to infiltrate the positive energy that I have inside of me, that God puts inside of me. I don't want to darken it with all the darkness that's happening in the world. So I limit that. It's certain things I don't watch on TV. I don't watch reality shows. It's a lot of filth. It's a lot of trash. I don't watch reality shows. But I am a movie goer. I love movies. On my spare time, you can catch me at Star Cinema or AMC or watching my movies. And sometimes I go alone. That's just what I like to do it's one of my favorite pastimes. So I love movies, but I just kind of limit what I put inside my psyche. So I do a lot more reading and studying and always trying to build myself up, always taking a class so that I can keep a healthy balance and walk in God's purpose for my life. And I can't do that distracted. We all can't do that being distracted. One thing I absolutely hate is to see an unproductive person scrolling their social media page for more than a couple of hours. I'm like, oh my God, you could be taking a class, or you could be reading a book, or you could be, on the phone with your counselor, or you could be doing something to build yourself, versus you're wasting so much time. We only have a certain amount of time here on the planet. So why don't we make a difference? And I just feel like it's such a waste. And I would even go as far as saying, like, with young parents, that are trying to rear their kids or raise their kids, to kind of like, man, don't give them cell phones so early. Make them earn it. You know, wait till they're 16 or 17. Some parents wait until they're 18. Some kids, they don't get their phones until they're 18 years old because they're shielding them from all the negative junk that's out there, because there's more negative out there than there is positive. So we have to protect our youth. And I think I've gotten off the topic a little bit, but it all kind of goes together about making sure we're encouraging each other, we're appreciating each other, and we're protecting our mental health and our mental well-being. I think I am done for this little portion today. You guys have to excuse my hair. This is my natural hair, no chemical on it whatsoever. I had to get some of it cut off because of the split ends, but as soon as I go out in the Houston weather, because we have so much humidity and heat, it just swells up. So maybe later on today it's gonna look like this. Yeah, but that's just reality of natural hair. So excuse me. I don't want nobody going on there talking about, oh, did you see how she, how she went on her video? I'm not worrying about all that. I'm more focused on helping my people. So again, always remember to keep God first. Do unto others as you would do, have them do unto you. Stay positive. Protect your guard your gates by watching what you allow yourself to take in. I'm talking about your foods. The foods that you eat are important. What you drink is important. Some people smoke. You cut that smoking out. And your energy, you need to protect your energy. So you got to watch what you take in your psyche. That's extremely important. I encourage you guys to always put God first and continue with growth. That's what we need more. We need more of growth to build stronger, healthier communities. I love you guys. Take care. I appreciate you all. Talk to you soon.
That you support what the Odyssey Project is doing in the inner cities, especially with programs like Black Men Lead, which is a rite of passage initiative, and Restoring Ghettos Forgotten Daughters, which is a program focused on helping young girls, but boys as well, suffering from childhood sexual abuse, rape, molestation, domestic abuse, absentee fatherhood, and so many other things. The information will be in the box. Thank you.